Hi guys, welcome back to Shah's Lifestyle. We have quite a few packages today, as you can see. Let me get my scissors. Right, take off my little slipper Crocs here, which is super comfortable, by the way. Right, so let me sit back. Right, I hope you guys can see me. Right, so we have a variety of things today. And there's a few things that I am actually very nervous about. Okay. Yeah, there's a few things that I'm nervous about. But anyway, I've been waiting to open everything just to show you guys. Now, firstly, you may or may not notice on the side here is half my kitchen because there is more renovations going on in my home at the moment, and I will show you this on another vlog, which will be clean, repair and organize video that I don't know, you may or may not have already seen, depending on when I'm going to do that. But I've got a new kitchen bin anyway, in preparation for when my kitchen is finally done. So I've got this kitchen bin. It's a rectangle shape because of how my kitchen is set up. As I said, I'll explain more when I'm doing the kitchen, but you can throw rubbish in this way or this way, and I like that because I normally have my bin up against the door like this, so that's why I decided on this type of shape of bin. It's not as tall as my bin over there, but it will do and it's fine and I like it. So anyway, that's the bin done. Then I bought something for my bathroom, guys, because I don't know, you may or may not, if you haven't watched my bathroom renovations, please go back to Clean Repair Wednesdays. I think it's a couple of Wednesdays ago. No, it's some time ago anyway, in the summer. And I had painted a little sort of holder, like a caddy, that goes across the bath. However, my daughter came to me one morning and she's like, "Mum, have you seen the caddy in the bathroom? It looks like there's something growing on it. It looks like there's some sort of mushroom or fungus or something growing on it." So I went and I took a look at it, and she was right. There was this white stuff. I can't explain exactly what it was, but it didn't look too pleasant. And so because I'd already painted it and it was quite old, I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do anything about this because I've painted it to refresh it for our new bathroom, and now this has happened to it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to just get rid. So now, and it was wooden anyway, so I don't know if it's a combination of the water, and I don't know why these things are made with wood, but I don't know. But that could be one of the reasons why this sort of fungus was growing on it. But anyways, I have brought us another one, and this one is expandable apparently. It's deeper as well, which I like because I wanted it deeper, but I'm not too sure how to set it all up. Obviously, I think these attachments go somewhere with the whole setup. I will figure that out later. I think these slot in here, and so that way it can sort of expand, and it goes across your bath, of course, and it's plastic. So I'm hoping with it being plastic, you know, it's obviously better as far as, you know, handling water, should I say, you know, rather than wooden material. But anyway, that's for the bathroom, and that's a little replacement for our little bath caddy. So that's that. And guys, there's 3 things in these packages that's coming up that I'm not 3, 4 things in these packages that's coming up that I'm absolutely very nervous about, but I will tell you when I come across them. Okay, so this is package number 1. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I love these, guys. I absolutely love these style of gloves to keep your hands warm. It's the fingerless ones. I just love them. And I do have one, but I've had one for a couple of years now, but I've only had one, and I thought, you know what, I want to invest in getting a couple more of these because I love them so much, and I wear the one that I've got all the time, especially like in the autumn when it's cold but it's not so cold yet, and you can actually have your fingers out, but that's basically how they go. I love it. I love it's got this little heart here with this little puppy paw. I'm not sure why that's there, but I do love this. And yeah, so I bought myself, there's a bit of string here, so I bought myself a couple of these so that I can mix and match. So this is a second one. Apart from this one, the difference with this one is that it can actually, you know, you do have this bit on it, so if it does get cold you can cover your fingers. I used to have these way back in the day, so you can do that, you know, if you get too cold. Other than that, I think it looks really cute like this. Like this. Really love me a fingerless glove. I don't know why. I just really love them. So I got this style as well. And I got that first one that I shown you. I got this in like a sort of a pinkish, brownish sort of colour as well. They're the exact same as this, so I'm not going to take it out of the packet. You'll see why I got different colours in a second. Then I got myself, now please go and take a look at my closet clear out. I cleaned out my wardrobe and rearranged it for summer, winter. Please go and have a look at that as well. That's also on my Clean, Repair and Organise Wednesdays. You will find that in my playlist. Just look for Clean, Repair and Organise and it will show you all of the list. If you go to my latest one, which is my closet, because I have done my closet slash wardrobe before, about a year or two ago. But this one I'm talking about particularly about because I'm talking about these hats that I've got for the winter, and my daughter had bought a pile of hats. I hope this one don't shed. It looks like it might have a bit of shedding. But they have the satin lining inside here to protect, obviously to protect your hair. And that's why I got this one, and I don't have this colour, and it's nice and big as well. I like the whole slouch sort of vibe, you know, that sort of slouchy sort of vibe on my hat. And my other hats are a little bit fitted, so they don't really have that. So we're going to try this on, and I don't have this colour either. And this is very much autumn sort of vibes. So when I go back to work, I'm currently off work, but when I go back to work, I will be wearing this, since we are still technically in the autumn. Then, guys, I do say in that same said video that because we live in the UK, you do need to have some good outerwear, like in the winter, especially in the winter months, because in the UK we have more cold weather than we do hot weather. So you have to have a good selection of thingies. So anyway, I've got, I don't know if you can see, but I have a grey scarf up there that I can wear with most outfits. But in that video, again referring to that video, you see me talking about a red glove and a red hat that's got the lining on, more for the Christmas season. So I thought, oh, you know, I can really do with like a red style type of scarf, you know. So I got this. It's not as big as I was hoping it to be. I think you wear it something like this. I'm not sure. I will figure it out. My hair's in the way, but something like so. Something like that. And I thought this would be really nice with my red gloves and my red hat for more of the Christmas season, the Christmas vibe. You know, there's always a work do going on, and you know, when you want to dress up a little bit for, you know, for the Christmas season, red is very often the colour. So yeah, I got this scarf and I'm very happy about it. It's not as long as it's described in the what am I talking about? Description. But I love the colour, and yeah, and it's got other colours in there as well, so I can always wear it with this scarf also, this hat also, because it's got sort of like the brownish going on here. And then I can also rock it with this sort of pinkish brownish type of fingerless glove as well, I was thinking. All my red gloves that I have. So yeah, I'm just investing in some winter wear, some things. When I organised my wardrobe, I realised I can do with, you know, just 1 or 2 items. I got this scarf as well. I love the colour in this scarf. It's got the whole autumn vibe as well. It's got the browns, it's got the black, it's got the grey, the cream. So you can wear this with, say, this hat, for example, and possibly these gloves. I think that goes quite well together. Or I do have different colour hats and gloves as well. I can wear, like I've got a cream hat that I can wear with this scarf, and I've got also like a whitish sort of hat and gloves that I can also wear. And look, it's double-sided, so you can have a variety of different hats and gloves that you can wear, just so that your hat doesn't look so dowdy, you know, you look a little bit more put together. And I really love this, actually. It's very soft. I really love this scarf. This will go really well with this hat as well. So yeah, so I'm happy with my little winter purchases of my hats and scarves and gloves. Very happy with these. So that's the first, I think that's it in this package. That's the first package done. The second package, there's something in here that I am very nervous about, and it's to do with my kitchen. You know, I've got the kitchen bin. My kitchen is getting a little bit of a fix up at the moment with my new boiler system being fitted in. So I'm going to give it a deep clean. Like I said, you may or may not have seen my deep clean and renovations of the kitchen yet, but it's coming. And if you have seen it, then yeah. It depends, guys, on how I'm uploading, because I have a lot of, I do like to make back-to-back videos, and then I store them so that I have a selection to upload for you guys. Right. The thing I was nervous about is right here. And yeah, it's a non-slip mat, because I put my old kitchen mat in my kitchen, and my daughter is not about that life. She's like, Mum, why can't you just throw things away? Why have you put that old bathroom mat in the kitchen? But for me, I'm thinking it's cold, the floor is cold, it's a nice enough mat. Just because I've got new ones in the bathroom, I didn't see any problem with putting that one in the kitchen, because it does go with the vibe in the kitchen anyway. But she did get me thinking, and I thought, you know, maybe she's right. Maybe I need to, like, get rid of it. So I found this, guys, and the reason why I like this, I am praying this goes well. I am praying. I feel like this is not, wait, maybe it goes this way. It's gonna have to go this way, guys. I don't know if it goes this way, but this is the way it's gonna have to go. The reason why it's an L shape, guys, is because I want it to cover where you stand near the cooker when you're cooking and whatever, and then also at the sink area, just so that you've got something under your feet and it's warm and comfortable in there for the winter months, as well as It just looks better, and I like the fact that it's black and white like my kitchen, and I like the fact that it says kitchen on it as well. So, and it's non-slip. So hopefully it gets the thumbs up by my very picky daughter. But anyway, I like it. I'm less nervous about it now that I've seen it. I think it will be very fitting in my kitchen when the kitchen is all done and renovated and cleaned up and deep cleaned. So that's going to go with my bin. So we've got a new mat and a new bin for the kitchen, and I'm actually very excited about that mat. I really am. Let's hope my family is just as excited as I am, because they weren't too keen on my bathroom mat. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, moving on. What's this now? The thing with a Temu haul is that I see it all the time when I watch other people, you know, unboxing their haul. You always forget what's in your package because, number one, it takes a while to get here. And then when it does come, you then have to find time to film it if you want to. And then you kind of forget what's actually in there. So, oh, this is a bit of a fail, guys. I mean, it's lovely. It's a beautiful box, but this is just not what I thought this would be. See, Temu needs to stop doing this though, where they advertise as if the product is way bigger than it is, because this product, this little box here, it's done in a way where you've got a lot of cassettes in there, and it's like a cassette storage box. So that's the only reason I got it, because I've got quite a few cassettes over there that I make my own mixtapes in, and I thought, oh, this is such a cute little retro box to store them in. But this is a small little, like almost like a keepsake box. So that's a little disappointing, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, it's cute and I will keep it, and I will see, let's see how much cassettes can fit in there. 1 minute. Right, so guys, here's all my mixed cassette tapes, and in their website they claim this is a cassette storage box. However, do you see the amount of cassettes I have and how small this box is? I very much doubt that this is going to hold anything. Let's see. Well, actually, hang on, would it close like that though? That's another problem. No, you see, it can't close with them standing up. What about if we lay them down? See, now, if you lay it down, it will close, but there's only 3 of them that can fit in there, which is a little bit pointless when you've got a selection of cassette tapes. Ugh. That's so annoying. I thought my kitchen mat was going to be annoying, but in fact it's this box. I was so excited for this box as well, but never mind. I will still keep it and I will use it for something else. It is a lovely box. I love the fact that it's got the little boom box, the little boom player on there from back in the day, and the little headset on there. I love that, and I'm sure I will find something to put in here. but yeah, I wouldn't say it's worth getting. I heard that not just Amazon, but also a lot of these sites, especially Temu and Shein. I don't really buy from Shein, but they use a lot of AI generated pictures. So a lot of this AI stuff is really throwing us off, especially us older generation that hasn't got a clue what's real and what's not these days, because things like this is obviously was an AI generated picture to make it look like this box can hold about 200 cassette tapes, standard size cassette tapes, retro cassette tapes. It made it look like it can hold at least 50 or more. But in fact, it can only really hold 3. So that is a bit disappointing. Don't get me wrong, I love the box. It just, you know, it's not what it says on the tin, as they say. Alright, so I will find something else for that box, because clearly that's not going to do for the amount of cassettes that I have. Right, moving on, moving on. Oh, I was excited for these as well. While I was doing my big deep closet clean out, I realised that I actually don't have a ton of like leggings. Like, I really like wearing leggings, but I don't really have, you know, some really good non-see-through style of leggings. So I went ahead and I was looking more for the more snatched type of leggings, you know, something that will, you know, hold you in the right places, so to speak. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. So I got these. Now, I have to say, I'm not too fond of this material. Temu, what's with this material that you keep using? What's with it? I don't know. Is it polyester? Is it polyester? I think it's polyester, yeah. No. Is polyester the other thing? No. It is polyester. It does look quite firm though. It does look like it will give me a bit of a snatch in the tummy area, you know. And I like the fact that it's the half leggings as well. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't really like the shiny material. Do you know how many people that I've watched unboxing their Temu clothes, and they come across this same material and they're like, oh my god, such an expensive material, so soft, so nice, lovely. And I'm thinking, no love, it's just because it's a cheap material, that's why they use it. But anyway, I got a few little snatched, you know, situation sort of leggings, you know, to give you the bit of more confidence. So I got this one as well. And I wanted to try this one especially because it's got this zip situation here and the thick band here to really hold you in, you know. I think this will be really good. And this one is a long one. It's long. And it's also meant to just meant to hold you all in the right places. You ladies know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I like this one though. I do like it. I will wear them. I will obviously, we buy it, we wear it, right? We buy it, we use it. That's my whole thing. I'm not fond of being wasteful, you know. I guess you just pay for what you get, in a sense. Right, so this is the same as the first one, but it's got like this sort of pinkish colouring on the sides here. And these shorter ones will be really good for more the summer months, is what I was thinking. So yeah, it's the exact same one as the grey, but in pink. I think they're the same, yeah. Right, what have we here? I think I got a few leggings actually, a few snatch leggings. So here is another one. I love the fact that it's got this little ribbing on the leg area. That looks kind of nice. I like that. And these ones are long as well. It's got a little zip sort of pocket situation, which I don't see why. I personally never use that, but yeah. And it's quite firm as well. So this is another long one. And I love the fact that it's got the little detailing. It's got the little stitching across there. That looks nice. I like that. Then we have, what's this one? Oh, we have another quarter one. Oh, and it's got the sort of, I don't know what they're called. These sort of band things in the inside. I don't know what they're called, but anyway, it's elasticated waist right here, and it's again a quarter one, and all of this big huge part here is more for the tummy area, you know. It's very firm as well. That's more for the tummy area. Yeah. That's another quarter one, so that's again for the summer. And then, I don't remember getting all of these leggings, however, but okay. I do like me some leggings, so I will be wearing them. They won't go to waste. I will wear them. Oh, this is a double pack. Oh yes, I forgot I got these as well. Okay, so these again, I like the details. I like the detail on this as well. You know, it's got the little bum area to lift the buttocks, you know. If you're a bit like me and you need help in that derriere type of situation. Yes, and it's quite firm again. And you get two. You get that one and this colour as well. You can see the little bum area on this a bit better. Yes, I like it. I actually really like them. I actually really like these. So as you can see, I have me a ton of leggings. So you know what I'm going to be rocking in the summer, don't you? When the next summer comes round, all of this is what I'm going to be rocking. It's what I'm going to be wearing. Oh, okay. These two things. Let's open this one first. This one I'm not going to open, but let me just show you. I do have an example here. Right, so I have these things, guys. I have these things, and I was actually trying to find a way of revamping this a little bit. So I put my Mauritian flag with the Dominican flag, but it didn't quite go together. I actually took it off. This is the Dominican bangle. I took that Mauritian one off this, and then I do have this, which is my Mauritian one, and I kind of wanted to, you know, make it cohesive, like one necklace with both of my countries on it, and one bangle with both my countries on it. But I didn't want to destroy the little clasp thing here. And then I saw on Temu that they actually sold these little things. So if I cut this off the string here, I can always replace it, you know. Do you see what I mean? Because I can't actually physically, let me show you, I can't actually physically take these off without having to cut this off completely. And then I don't have like the pliers situation. Well, I do have pliers, but to close it back up, but I was worried that if I do that and it breaks, or you know, I can't do it properly, then I'm just going to break the whole entire thing, and it won't be usable. So I saw this, which has got a little bit of everything. It's got the little clamp thing here. It's got all the bits that I need in order for me to do a little, you know, DIY on this situation, in order for me to be able to wear these things. So yeah, that's what that's for anyway. So I will, because I'm off for my little break from work, I'll be able to sit down of an evening and fiddle about with that while I watch my shows or whatever. Oh, and this situation, this is some headphones, because as you know, I listen to my mixtapes on my Walkman, but I have two damaged headphones here. This one I tried to mend with some masking tape because it kept cutting out and I wasn't hearing anything. And then I come across this one, which I've had sitting in a box for years and years, and I started using it, but then this part has come off it, which I'm going to keep, and maybe later on I will get some new padding for it. But that padding on this side has come off and it's really scratching my ears and whatnot. So I thought, do you know what, let me just get me a cheap little pair of headphones, because I do have these, but they're wireless. I mostly use these when I'm listening to music or the radio or whatever on my phone. So I don't really carry them around anymore because I don't really use my phone to listen to music. On my way to work and on my way back from work, I love to listen to some music, and I love to listen to all my favourite tunes, you know. So I wear my Walkman. I use my Walkman for that, and obviously it has to have a jack situation type of headphones. So I bought myself these guys from Temu, and I love the colour. Sort of got like a pastel blue and a pastel pink on it, like a baby blue and baby pink, should I say, on it. I think the colour is really cute, and it's a little, obviously it's a little jack plug you can put it into. Make sure it's the right size. Yeah, it's standard. So put it into my headphones. So yeah, when I go back to work, well, actually, tell you the truth, my daughter found a pair that she's never used before, and she has given me those. So I do have one. But anyway, that's in the meantime and in between time, because I was waiting for these to come in the post. So yeah, so now I have two. That's great. 2.5 once I get the padding for this. So that's fine. I can go about listening to my music again. Right, and that's it for that package, guys. That's it for that package now. I have my tons of leggings, my small little cassette box and so on. Let's move this. Right, guys, I'm nervous for this last three. These last three, I have a coat up there. I think I showed you guys in my last haul. Oh, my coffee's getting really cold, and my microwave is buried over there with all the stuff, so I can't even warm it up later. Darn it. I'm going to have to pull out the microwave and warm it up. I'll see. But anyway, sorry about that. I digress. Anyway, I bought this coat, and it's an okay coat. I have been wearing it. You know, you bought it, you use it, as I always say. However, every time I go into the changing room or whatever at work to go and, you know, put on my clothes or take off my clothes, whatever the case may be, everything drops off out of the top pockets, because there's no security on the pockets, and then there's got a side pocket as well, which my Walkman barely fits in, and my hands barely fits in. And yeah, and then on top of it, it's quite boxy. The actual coat is quite boxy. It doesn't have no sort of, it doesn't snatch you at the waist, or, you know, have any elasticating at the bottom to give it some type of a shape, you know. So it's a good coat. It is a good coat, but that's my two biggest problems, is the pockets and the fact that it's a bit boxy. It makes me look very much bigger than I am, very much wider than I am, and I don't like that, as you know, judging by the types of leggings I've just brought. So anyway, I bought myself some coats, guys, because my daughters are going to kill me. They really are going to kill me. But, you know, it is what it is at this point. And we live in the UK, so no matter what, you need coats. You need a good jacket. You need good coats. It is freezing in the UK 99.999% of the year. So I will be wearing all these coats. But let's, fingers crossed, that they're all that my heart desires, okay? Because I specifically picked them because I couldn't for the life of me decide which one to get, and they were all fair enough price. So I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna get me all three. So I did. And I had that jacket in mind, so I was looking at the pockets and whether or not it had some sort of a waistband situation or elasticated. I don't want to use the scissors on this. Elasticated at the bottom, something to give it a bit of shape. So that is why I'm very nervous, guys. Okay, like that is why I'm very nervous. And as I said, places like Temu seems to be using a lot of AI generated type of pictures, so you never really know what you're getting these days. I think a lot of these companies are not using the exact, you know, products in their pictures. So yeah, here we go. This is the first one. So far, feeling the material, it feels good. So far, so good. And this one is the one that I was mostly looking forward to, so it's funny that I opened that first. Because this is the one that I was mostly looking forward to. So, as you see, it has, I can see a zip pocket here, which I never do understand these zip pockets on the arm. I mean, what can you really put in there? I don't know. So far, so good. I didn't want any fur on my hood. This hood is attached, but it looks like quite a small hood, which is a bit of a shame because I have a big head and also I wear a hat and I have a lot of hair, so we need a big hood for my big head. Yeah, so there's that. The length is good. The length is good. The length is actually better than this length. That's another problem I had with that jacket. It came up to like, it came up a bit too short as well. I was hoping for it to be longer, so I kept that in mind when ordering these. And yes, this pocket, I was hoping the pockets, these was actually clips, but they're not actual clips, but I can make them into clips because I have these things that I can sew on and I can actually be able to clip them. But I wouldn't actually necessarily need that because you see it's got the down pockets, the deeper pockets right here, you know. Things ain't gonna just drop out. So yes, guys, and it's not so boxy either, and it feels quite warm. I'm very tempted to try it on. I know this is a very long video so far, but we need to try her on, right? Let's see. I have to say the sleeves are a bit on the fitted side. Well, not fitted, but they just about fit right. They're a bit snug, put it that way. So when I'm wearing thicker clothes, I don't know. It gives me a bit of shape, so I'm glad about that. I need to go and see in the mirror, guys. I need to go and have a look. Yes. I actually like this one. This one's not bad. So far, so good. Okay. I think I'll give this. It's a little on the snug side, I think I'll give this one like a good 9, okay, because I was so nervous about it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, which is actually a good mark to have, you know. The reason why it's not a 10 is because it's a little bit snug. I can have it maybe a little bit bigger. I did pick, what size did I pick? Can't remember. I feel like I did pick a large. I think I picked like even a 16, a size 16. It's a little bit snug because a 16 is, you know, meant to be a little bit looser than that. But anyway, I digress. I'll give it a good 9. I'll probably wear that one to work when I return to work, depending. There is one other one. There's a brown one that I'm nervous about as well. In fact, I'm nervous about all of them. So let's just see. This is coat number 2, and I can already see a damage on it. I can already see a bit of a damage on it right here, which is not good. It feels very heavy though. Oh, and it says thank you. Oh look guys, you get a cute little, is it like a space bunny type of key ring? Which I think is quite cute actually. It's a cute and a little thank you card. It says, we're just happy that you're happy. If you don't know, express your da 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 da. I don't know what this is, but it says, dearest customer, thank you, with love, service team. And then you get a little bunny, which is so cute. I think that's such a cute little touch. Okay. That's actually quite cute. That's cute. I'll keep that. Let's put that over there so I don't lose it. Right, as I said, I do spot one damage on it, however. So let's see. Oh, the hood is a lot bigger, which is good. And it's a zipped hood, so you can remove the hood as well. We have zipped pockets, which is always a good thing. And they're big, deep zipped pockets. See guys, I had in mind what I wanted, yes, because I was comparing the coat that I got and thought to myself, hang on, I need to find something that's longer with better pocket situation so that all my Walkman and my keys and my travel pass is not just falling out of the pockets when I'm getting dressed in the changing room. All of my things, this is my daughter back then, that's the daughter that's always disappointed, guys, just to let you know. But anyway, yeah, my keys and my my everything just falls out of those pockets. They just fall out. So I'm glad this has the zip. I did zoom in to make sure these was real zips, and I also did look and read as carefully as I could with these coats. Let's try on coat number 2 now. Okay, again the arms are a little bit on the fitted side, I have to say, but let's see if I zip it up. As I said, I do spot a small little damage on it, which I hope yes, yes, I like it. Let's see with this big hood now, with all this hair of mine. So what do you think, guys? Do I look snug as a bug in a rug? I think so. I like this one. It's such a shame that it's got that small little tear right here. I feel like I'm gonna have to patch that up ASAP. Otherwise it's in a place where it can potentially get worse within time, so we need to sort that out as soon as. Yes, guys, so what does this say on it? Snow Bossport, don't understand that. And then this bottom says, I don't know what that says, but I do like it. I like the colour, it's nice and thick. And yeah, so coat number 2 is really good as well. We're doing well, guys. We're doing A-okay. Right. Besides, I'm really upset that it's got a small little damage on it, which I'm going to have to solve discreetly as I can with the right colour. Right, this is the jacket that I might go back to work in because it's going to be shorter. It's more of a jacket than a coat. They're more longer coats. And also because it's still technically autumn, I'll have these more for when it's getting really cold. I'm going to have, one of them was going to be when I'm out and about with the family. And the other one, which we are going out actually. We are going out next week, so I can actually rock this one maybe next week. But anyway. Ooh. Bless me. And the other one will be for work and everyday situations. Because I gave away, which actually I'm waiting today. Today I'm meant to be having a collection for the women's shelter for some items that I'm giving away. I'm going to have to contact them as soon as I finish this to make sure someone is still coming to pick these things up. I completely forgot till I said it out loud. Oh dear. Yeah, I forgot. We're going to have to sort that out. But anyway, I digress. I have a few coats and jackets that I had for years that no longer fits. I no longer wear them, and I'm donating them to the women's shelter. I like to donate to the women's shelter because you know, I know it's not going to go to some sort of landfill where it's just going to be just dumped with other dumped items. You know, it's actually going to go to people in need. I've also got a couple of my son's bits in there because this this place also takes for women and children. So if they've got teenagers or whatever there in these shelters, there's a couple of teenage boy stuff. Anyway, so far, this is an extra large. So far, I love the colour. I love, love, love. And it's thick as well. Happy about that. So far, no regrets on these coats. Again, it's not got the clipped pockets. It's looks like these clips down, but they actually don't. But that's fine because the pockets are nice and big and wide. They don't have inside pockets, which is a shame. I do love me a jacket with an inside pocket, but that's fine. It doesn't have that. And what it should have, wait a minute, yes, it has this for the waist, guys. You can snatch that waist if you so please. Okay, so you're not looking so boxy. Yes, yes, I like that. And in my old coat I had this, but it had this big metal thing on the ends that would always bash into my hand and cling and clang on the zip as I walked, and was very irritating. But these are just elastic strings, so that's fine. Let's try on this jacket. This is not a coat this time, it's more of a autumn jacket. Let me go and see in the mirror really quickly. I'm loving these coats and jackets, guys. I really am. I'm very happy about them. What I might have to do is give away this boxy one though to the women's shelter, which is what I might end up doing. I don't know if I like the shape of this. I don't think it snatches the back, it only snatches the front, which is a bit odd. Maybe I shouldn't have it sort of snatched like that. Maybe just have it boxy. Yeah, I have to say though, we have one downside on this. The little snatched area doesn't actually look good snatched, not on me anyway. It's better off being a bit more boxy. But the good thing about this jacket is it's thick, the hood is big, it's a big enough hood for my big head, and the pockets are deep and my things are not going to drop out of them. We're going to give a test run, 1 minute. Because before I give away this other Gap jacket, I need to be absolutely sure that it's worth doing so. I'm going to take everything out of these pockets. I don't know where my Walkman is. Right guys, this is how I will potentially be looking. I tested everything out because I want to know that it's worth getting rid of this jacket, or should I keep this jacket? I'm not sure. I feel like I'm going to keep it just in case. But anyway, this is how this jacket looks, and I'm able to put everything on very comfortably. My scarf, I can still pull up the hoods with the scarf on. I was just testing that because I can't really do that with that small hood. And then I've got my Walkman. I have my Walkman. This is the headphones that my daughter gave me, by the way. I have my Walkman in here, my keys, my phone in these pockets. I just wanted to, my phone, my travel pass. I have my little lip gloss. I was just testing it out, guys, just to make sure. And I have my keys. Testing it out just to make sure that it is actually, you know, what I wanted. And it is. So I am really happy with all of this, guys. I was nervous about those jackets and coats, and I'm very excited and happy about it, besides that small little damage on one, which I will sit down and mend very carefully. I'm happy with my kitchen mat, my bin, my leggings. The only downer is this cute box right here. That's the only downer from this whole haul, but I like the box. I'm just a bit disappointed that it don't fit what I want it to fit, but I do like the box. So I might just put 3 cassettes in there just because. I don't think I know what else to put in there for now. But that doesn't mean I'm going to get a whole stack of them to put all my cassettes in. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this haul. Yeah, it was very, you know, we had a bit of everything, but we mostly had couple of houseware items, but it was mostly an autumn winter type of haul as well. So, and we had a bit of a try on, which I never really do. So we had a bit of a try on with the coats, which I hope you found that fun. Yeah, so that is it. I'm gonna go ahead now and warm up my coffee, pre-poo my hair, and get ready to make another video for you guys today, which will be deep cleaning my kitchen, so that when they come and do what they're doing, everything else is nice and clean, and then I can just put everything back in place when everything is set and done. So that's the next video. You'll probably see me in the exact same outfit doing my deep clean of my kitchen. Just a word of warning. Okay. And I don't know if my deep clean of my kitchen is going to come before this haul or after this haul. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe. Please give me a comment which was your favourite item, especially with the coats. Which was your favourite coat. Yeah, so that's all. Stay safe, be safe, and of course and always, peace, guys. See you in the next one.